Hello everyone, Bobby here from Bipper Media. I hope you are doing well. I wanted to put a video together very quickly because we are super excited about our new GMB Bulk Reporting Tool. So anyone who's been following our GMB Reporting Insights tool, you know that we've created a custom dashboard where you can now simply sync up your GMB or your Google My Business listing and see really amazing, highly productive, really spectacular, to be honest with you, insights and charts and views of the actual productivity that's happening with your individual location. Right? We even have a panel, and you're going to see it here in a second, but we have a panel where you can even see the last full month versus 1 month, 3, 6, and 12 months ago. So amazing comparative data and analytics for Google My Business insights. But a couple of corporate clients who have multiple locations, hundreds of locations, started talking to us. They really like the reporting capabilities, but they wanted to see if there was a way that they could see all of their locations combined. And so we went back to work with development, and I'm now excited to announce and show you here in this video our bulk reporting tool, where you can now see in the aggregate, and it doesn't matter if you have just 3 or 5 or a dozen locations, or if you have 100,000 locations. It doesn't matter. You're now able to see one single bulk view of all of your GMB locations, the aggregate data of all of the locations combined. So let's go ahead and dive in, and I'll show you what we got. So here is our, I'm going to scooch this video part over. Okay, so here is our dashboard, and in this example, I'm showing you, I'm showing you a total of 160 locations. So this dashboard that we're looking at is a total of 160 locations. Okay, you can come in and look at the individual locations. This is just one location. You can come in. This is the percent change in productivity I was talking about, where you can see the last full month, which today the last full month was February of 2020, and you can compare 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, and 1 year. You can see the comparison of your GMB data. This location, and they're really doing amazing. 119% increase in phone calls, 361% increase in directions, just huge amounts, 475% increase in map views. But anyway, I don't want to get too sidetracked. This is the GMB productivity dashboard for one single location. Okay, this is the percent change in productivity dashboard, where I mentioned you can look at 1 month, 3, 6, 12 month comparison. Then you can scroll down, see the location authority panel, and then you can get into the individual segments. There's 3 main segments with your GMB Insights. There's the actions, where you see the total website direction, phone call actions. Then there's search productivity, where you see the total searches, direct discovery searches, the search views, where you can see if they're searching map views or just Google search views, right? Those are the 3 main sort of categories of GMB Insights. We've even got the GMB review and rating panels, where you can see your review count grow over time. But also you can see the average review rating for all of the reviews, so on and so forth. And what I'm excited to show you, the point of this video, is you see now here at the top we have this bulk dashboard tool. So if I go ahead and I click that, and again, remember we have 160, this is a view of 160 locations. So now here I am on the bulk location dashboard, and it's the same exact, you can see, here's the, where did it go? Here's the individual location GMB dashboard. Here is the bulk GMB dashboard. So this is collectively the 160 locations combined, all of their GMB data combined into one single GMB report. Right? So I can see how one individual location is doing, but now I can look and see, okay, how are all 160 locations doing collectively? Okay, so it's the same exact panel. I can look at 3 months, 6 month, 1 year comparison. I can look at location authority trend over time for all 160 locations. I can see the individual categories of GMB Insights. Here's the actions graph showing total website actions, direction phone calls, search productivity over time, and search views and map views over time. I can even look and see collectively for all 160 locations, the GMB review rating average and the growth in review count for all of the locations. Okay, so one common question I get with individual clients at the individual location is you'll see here, this is the individual location for this particular business. You'll see here on GMB actions, it looks great, but there's this huge sharp drop. Well, today is March 2nd, and you can see that the data is now for the month of March. All right, so this reporting tool that we have, it tracks data in real time. So obviously being the second day of March, the first Monday in the month of March, so to speak, you'll see that the productivity hasn't really started kicking in yet for the month of March. So anyway, that's why you see this huge sharp decline. But again, back to the bulk, you see the same exact thing, but this time we're looking at all 160 locations, right? And let me show you very quickly back here to the main dashboard. So we have this metric that we created called Location Authority. And again, this is for 160 locations. I have this column called Location Authority where I can click on the column and sort it from highest to lowest or lowest to highest. In essence, the location authority metric, the higher your location authority percentage is, you see this one at 16.5%, the higher your location authority, the more productive that location is based on the total number of views or the visibility of that location. So you want to have as high of a percentage number as possible, right? These are kind of the highest percentages typically that we see is, anywhere from 10 to 15% on average. What that means is you're getting a very high ratio of actions such as phone calls, direction requests, website visits relative to the number of views. Okay, so this is a good thing if you have a lot of locations. You can see what locations are doing extremely well that are 10% or above, and you can dive into these locations to start analyzing, well, what are we doing right with these locations, right? And perhaps even more valuable is the other side, the other perspective. I can sort it from lowest to highest. I can look down through these super low performing locations, and I can open them up and look at them comparatively. Okay, here's what's going well for the super high performing locations. Here's what we're doing really well, but looking at the super low performing locations, you can now start to look at it and ask the question, well, what are these locations missing? Like, what are we not doing with these low performing locations that might be happening on the high performing? So anyway, the ability to sort location authority column is super helpful when you just have a lot, hundreds, dozens, thousands of locations, to be able to sort that and see the extremes of really good performing locations or really low performing locations. And then of course, once you see that, let's say you want to dive into a really low performing, you can open it up and you'll end up on the dashboard for that individual location, right? And then you can just start diving into, once that loads, it would look like this. You can start diving into the productivity and the metrics for that individual location. So there it is. Okay. And let's see, back to the bulk. So again, the bulk reporting dashboard, we have it right here. Where's my main dashboard? Right here. So right on the main dashboard, we have this simple button, click bulk dashboard. And once you do, you are now going to be looking at the aggregate of all, in this case, 160 locations. You're going to be looking at the collective productivity of all of these combined. So super valuable. tool. Unlike any other reporting GMB reporting tool that's out there. There's a lot of reporting tools that are out there, of course, but the one that we've built has literally been built from the ground up from our clients and feedback like we got from a couple of these enterprise level clients who wanted to see the bulk view of all locations. This reporting tool that we have now is basically the expression of all the feedback that we've gotten over the years from clients as to what view of the data is going to be most helpful to them and their business making decisions, and also what's most helpful for us from an optimization standpoint. What do we need to be focusing on to really start moving the needle, getting more phone calls, getting more views in search? So we are really excited about this bulk reporting tool. It's really a phenomenal tool for individual locations, and now for being able to see the aggregate views of hundreds or thousands of locations collectively, all just in one really amazing, simple to read productivity and reporting tool. So that's it. Let me know if you have any questions, and we will talk to you soon.